Hello viewers, welcome to my channel on Learning English. Today I'll be dealing with informal letters, that is friendly letters. I also want you to know that notice writing, which I dealt in my previous module, and friendly letters both are highly scoring answers, and therefore I want you to practice it and score and do very well. So this lockdown period, make the best use and spend your time ideally and not ideally. Let me put that on the board. I hope you got it. Spend your time ideally and not ideally. Practice so that do it over and over again so that it gets inside you and you will really do well. So coming back to the friendly letters are divided, coming to the friendly letters. The friendly letter is divided into three parts. It has a format, the body and expression. Now speaking about the first part, that is a format. Over the years, what I found, most of you managed to do it right and get the 2.5 marks, except for a few here and there. And actually, most of the time, most of us are busy concentrating, arguing, or literally fighting over the format, whether this is right or that is right or the other is right. So today I will deal with one kind of format, though two other types of format are acceptable. Okay, I'll come to the format in detail. I'll touch a bit of format, of course, not bit, I will touch format, but today basically what I want to deal is with these two areas, the body and expression, which are totally neglected areas and which carry the maximum marks. Here you are sure about it, you managed to get 2.5 marks. Body, not so sure. Expression, not so sure. And these two neglected areas carry the maximum marks. So my module today will be on body and expression. Of course, I'll touch format. Body also carries 2.5 marks and expression. So coming to the format, I'll take the most popular format, most commonly used format, the block format, and I recommend that you follow this, a 3-line address. And the reason why I recommend, you will soon get to know, because I'll form a pattern and it is easy for you to remember. A 3-line address. Let me put up. A 3-line address with a comma and a full stop is an ideal pattern for you. Well, many may ask, Miss, what about if it's a 2-line address? What about 4-line address? Well, it is acceptable, it's not wrong, but I recommend that you follow this pattern, and as you can see, it's a block, this block format with a comma full stop, so that you remember it. Now as I go on with the pattern, you will see how it is easy for you to remember. So after you've written the address, just under it you have to write today's date. Now today's date, and you get half a mark for writing the date correctly with the month correctly spelt, and also half a mark for the address, this 3-line address with the comma, comma, full stop. Okay, next we have the salutation. Now before I write the salutation, I would like to tell you a friendly letter is written to 5 categories of people. First is your parents, then your grandparents, your near relatives, that is your uncle, aunts, and then your siblings, brothers, sisters, cousins, and your friends. It won't go beyond these 5 categories of people. So here I have just, my salutation will be for a friend. So let me put down, I am writing to Ankita, one of my friend, okay. Now children, please mark the capital and the small letters. Capital, small, capital with a comma, and for your salutation you have half a mark. Now, there was some other questions when I was teaching standard 8. Some said, Miss, if I write to my elder sister, can I write Didi? And to my grandfather, Dadaji and Dadu. I know you call your elder sister Didi at home and Dadaji for your grandfather, but I said, no, it is not acceptable. So I want you to see what you should be doing and what you should avoid. Now the reason why you should not write, because this is a test for English language. You need to write English words and terms. You are being tested for it. So see that you take care and write my dear grandfather or my dear sis, whatever your sister's name. So coming back, let me go to the subscription. Now look at the subscription. With love, comma, mark again the capital and the small letters, capital, small. Yours affectionately. Already I have warned you before, many of you make the mistake of putting apostrophe S. There is no apostrophe S, capital Y and small a for affectionately, comma, and your first name only, full stop. So now you will see the pattern of comma, comma, full stop falls in the right place here, comma, comma, full stop, and that is why I recommend you to follow this pattern or to write this 3-line address so that you don't forget, and punctuations are important. And for this, you get 1 mark. For your subscription, you have 1 mark. Now we are done with the format, and look at that. We have 1, 2, 2.5. You have scored 2.5 marks before even writing the letter. So format is very important. Most of you have got it. You do score 2.5, but today the sorely neglected areas, that is the body and expression, I'll be dealing so that you know what you need to do it and what you should not do. So let's come to the body. Now body also carries 2.5 marks. And students, most of you do the mistake of not reading the question and addressing your letter to the question. What I mean is, in the body of the question lies some clues or pointers, and or the question words, you need to answer them. So I suggest the moment you get the question paper, read it carefully, underline or pick those question words and jot them down, because you need to address your letter and answer these question words in the body. Now I'll do this explanation of body and expression with the help of two examples. Okay, the first example. You are selected as the school captain. Write a letter to your auntie who lives abroad, telling her how you feel about it, why you think you were chosen, and what are your plans for the new year. So now, what are the pointers here? What are the question words? Let me cut this. How you felt? The principal announced. Neha, let me take an example. It's high time, you're in 9th. You will be in the school cabinet. So, the principal announces, a big round of applause. Neha is the school captain for the year 2021. Okay. Or 20. Everybody cheers. How do you feel? Give me 2 words, just 2 words. Thrilled. Excited, thrilled, excited, overjoyed, shocked, awesome, what you like. Mostly you use these words. Okay, any 2. You need to give me just 2 words. And your teacher will give you marks for that, for answering this question. What was the next question? Why you think you were selected? Why do you think? Why do you think? There are 1,000 students in your school. Why were you selected? Many would say, I was a good debater, I was good at sports, and I think many will obviously say that my teachers find that I have leadership qualities in me. Okay, let me pick up only 2 and write for you. Good at sports. Leadership qualities. Your teachers find that you have leadership qualities in you. And the next question word is, what are your plans for the new year? You are the school prefect. Great responsibility lies on you. You also have the power to change for good. Now, as a prefect, you might say, I would have better line discipline. Okay, or a better Teachers' Day program. That's the responsibility of a prefect, in order to show our gratitude towards the teachers. Let me put that. Yes, so better line discipline, a better Teachers' Day program. So you have answered these 3 question words, and which is addressing to the body of the question, and you will get marks for these 6 words. And most of you do the mistake of not answering them. It is there, you need to just answer them and the marks are yours. The teacher will show you here. And any of this 2, half. So 2.5 you get for the body. So I suppose you know what you should be doing for the body of the letter. Because many children, they are confused. They keep on asking, Miss, how many paragraphs should the body have, or how much to write? It's not the matter of quantity, children. You need to answer, you address the question, what has been asked, answer those question words. That is there. It is the moment you finish answering how, go to why, and then what? Plans. Okay, let me go now to expression which carries the maximum marks. No, let me give you another example so that you remember. Another example, I said another example. Let me take another example. Your grandfather has celebrated his 80th birthday and you were unable to attend the party. Write a letter to him telling him why you missed his birthday and congratulate him. It's quite a nice age to be at. So, and also tell him what you admire about him. So, I said, remember this two words. Why you missed his birthday? Give the two reasons, just give two reasons. You were sick, you were unable to travel, or you were in the midst of the examinations. Any two, and then congratulate him. Happy birthday, many happy returns of the day, wish you the very best, any two. And then last, tell him what you admire about him. My dear grandfather, of course, the way you have led a very disciplined life is what I really admire in you. And of course, many reasons give to, and the love and understanding you have for each and every one of us, the big family, even outsiders and your colleagues. This is what you admire. So, remember children, what you need to do in the body is. So now let me come to the expression. Now this expression carries the maximum marks. How to go about it? One thing I would like you to take care is about the contractions. No using contractions. The new language which has developed now is really crippling us. You write cause, because instead of because. Then what else do you write? Thanks, TX. So a good language, you cannot compromise with a good language. All this misspelled, not accepted at all. So take care. Do not use them. And now how to start, or what should be the opening sentences for the letter? What could be a creative, what could be in fact two opening sentences, I said, two sentences, full stop to full stop, no question. You cannot start, or you should not start, or the opening sentences should not be questions. Like the two examples I am referring back. The first example, writing a letter to your aunt, telling her about your selection as a school captain. My dear auntie, how's life? How are you? No, not at all. And for your grandfather, my dear grandfather, how are you? How is your health? Please do not start with the questions. So then you will ask, how should I start? What should be my opening sentences? Two creative opening sentences could be, in the case of the first example, writing a letter to your aunt, telling her about your selection, how excited you are and why you were selected and what changes you need to bring in the new year. You could start, my dear auntie, I have some wonderful news for you, full stop. One sentence. The other one could be, I have really waited for it for a long time. So these two could be the opening sentences. Now you see, the opening sentences has to point towards the body of the letter. So a good opening sentence, good opening sentences, these two good opening sentences point towards the body of the letter. And in the case of the second example, that is writing a letter to your grandfather, telling him why you missed his birthday, congratulating him and telling him what you admire about him. You could say, my dear grandfather, you do not know how disappointed I feel as I write this letter to you. One sentence. The second sentence could be, I was in the midst of the examinations and I missed your birthday. So you see that these two opening sentences points towards the body of the letter. The same principle applies for the closing lines of the letter or the concluding lines, sentences of the letter. That means the concluding lines, the closing lines of the letter should also point towards the topic of the letter. In the first example, a letter written for your aunt, you could say, where you have been selected as the school captain, you could write, the vestiture will be held on 31st of August. I am really very excited about it. And the other sentence could be, I do look forward for you to be able to come for this grand or important ceremony. And then your subscription, with love, yours affectionately, Neha. Neha has written it to her aunt. And in the second case, in the second example, for your grandfather, you have to write a letter regarding why you missed his birthday, his 80th birthday, congratulating him and telling him why or for what you admire him. You could write, do have a wonderful year ahead, and then you could write, I do look forward for meeting you as soon as my examinations are over. And again your subscription, with love, yours affectionately. Say Neha. No, Neha has written to her friend, okay, her aunt, so it could be Sneha. So Sneha has written for her grandfather. So now you see that the closing lines also points towards the topic of the letter. So it is now rounded up. So I hope so. I have been a help to you for writing the friendly letters, and I expect that you really make the maximum benefits during this lockdown, practicing these friendly letters so that you can score well. So till then, children, keep practicing, and all the best. Be safe, be happy. Thank you.